is the great spender. He is the great builder. He builds the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, the temple itself, the royal stoa, his palace in Jerusalem. But not only in Jerusalem. He builds several palaces all over the country. One of the palaces is in Jericho, actually on the outskirts of Jericho, on Wadi Kelt, Nachal Prat, south of present-day Jericho. Another palace he builds is in Masada, another one at Herodium, another one here in Caesarea. There's a common trait to whatever King Herod builds. He goes almost against nature. It's the Roman way. Again, we can see the spirit of the Roman culture inside King Herod's perception of reality. When he builds, he doesn't go with the nature, he breaks nature. He submits nature to his needs. We see this in Herodium, where he actually almost builds an artificial part of the mountain in order to cover everything and to leave his tomb alone, standing in solitude, facing Jerusalem. We see it also at Wadi Kelt in the palace near Jericho, where he builds a bridge over the Wadi, over the valley. And you can imagine in stormy days, rainy days, there's water gushing down and flowing in the valley, and people are walking from one wing to another of the same huge palace in Jericho. And the same goes here. This is part of King Herod's palace, right here below us. Now I know it looks like a rock scarp, not more than that, but for the archaeological trained eye, it says a lot. Firstly, you can see that the rock is being cut artificially to create these walls here on the right, on the left. These walls basically carried the upper structure. In the middle, we can clearly see a rectangular pool with water in it. Now this pool is quite amazing. It is actually a pool with fresh water. Now I know it doesn't look like it now, because when you look at it you can see seawater gushing in. But think about it 2,000 years ago. The walls of the pool were about 2 meters higher. It was secluded from the surrounding sea. Seawater couldn't get in. So where did fresh water came in? From underneath. There are several fountains, natural fountains, gushing out, feeding this pool. The pool was surrounded with vegetation. Was it a swimming pool? Yes, possibly. As we know that King Herod, for instance, built a swimming pool in his great palace in Jericho. Actually, there's a beautiful story there, a tragic one though, about what happened there in the beginning of the reign of King Herod. His wife, Miriam, had a brother, Aristobulus III, and he was just 18. King Herod really liked the young boy, and he decided to promote him. He nominated him high priest. But soon enough, he realized it was a huge mistake, because the boy was too popular with the multitudes, with the crowd. And King Herod, being the paranoid he was, feared the young boy. So he sends him off to vacation, on vacation to Jericho, to swim a little in the pools of Jericho. And the young boy goes and he swims in the pools of Jericho. And when he wants to get out, King Herod's slaves, who were part of the plot, stumbled upon his feet, preventing him from getting out, and the young boy died of exhaustion. He simply drowned there. So this is not that pool, but maybe it is a swimming pool of the same type we know in Jericho, the pools that we have actually found in Jericho. So this is a magnificent palace. It is built into the sea, as you can see. It goes deep into the sea. And I can imagine King Herod standing at the porch at the second, perhaps third floor of this palace, looking at the sea in a stormy day. The waves are hitting the base of the palace. There are dark clouds in the sky. The wind is blowing. He really feels like he is Poseidon, the king of the sea, the ruler of the waves. This is King Herod. This is the essence, the daring builder.